If you're switching from Windows to Linux, here are the 3 distros I'd actually recommend. One that feels familiar, one built for gaming, and one for raw performance, each from a different Linux ecosystem: Debian, Fedora, and Arch. Most Linux distro lists give you 20 options and leave you more confused than when you started. This one doesn't. And by the end, I'll tell you which one I'd personally install today. First, let's start with something familiar. If you're wanting a Linux experience that feels similar to Windows, my first recommendation is Zorin OS. Zorin is designed to be immediately usable out of the box, defaulting to a layout that closely resembles Windows. The desktop, start menu, and taskbar all feel familiar, which makes the transition much easier. Installing apps is also straightforward. You can simply open the software store, search for what you want, and install it. No terminal commands required. Zorin is also designed to run well on older hardware. The developers even say it can work on computers up to 15 years old, which can help bring an old machine back to life instead of setting it to e-waste. The trade-off is that Zorin isn't the most cutting-edge distro, but for someone coming from Windows, that stability can actually be a benefit. But familiarity isn't the only thing Windows users care about when switching. One of the biggest concerns people have when switching to Linux is gaming. If you ever looked into Linux gaming before, you probably heard it can take a lot of tweaking to get everything working properly. That's where Nobara comes in. Nobara is a Fedora-based distro, which means it tends to stay more up to date with newer software and drivers than something like Ubuntu or Debian. But what really makes it stand out is that many of the tweaks Linux gamers normally have to configure themselves are already set up for you. Nobara also includes a helpful welcome screen that guides you through installing drivers, gaming tools, and other software you might want right away. It even makes setting up things like DaVinci Resolve much easier than many other distros. Like Zorin, Nobara also includes an app store, making the terminal largely optional for most everyday tasks. The trade-off is that Fedora-based systems can sometimes behave a little differently compared to Ubuntu-based ones, especially if you start using the terminal. For example, when I was moving my Linux install over to a different drive and setting up a separate games partition, some of the steps I followed didn't line up exactly with how Nobara handled things. It wasn't anything major, but it did mean I have to adjust a few steps instead of following everything word for word. I also personally hit some NVIDIA driver quirks on Nobara. Nothing that couldn't be resolved, but worth noting if you're on an NVIDIA GPU. But what if you don't just want Linux to work? You want it to be fast. That's where CachyOS comes in. CachyOS is an Arch-based distro, and if you spent any time in Linux circles, you've probably heard that Arch is notoriously difficult to install. CachyOS changes that. It ships with a straightforward graphical installer that gets you up and running without ever touching a command line, making the power of Arch actually accessible to people coming from Windows. But the real reason CachyOS stands out is performance. Unlike most distros that ship with a generic kernel, CachyOS uses its own optimized kernel, including the Bohr scheduler, which is tuned specifically for responsiveness and speed. In practical terms, that means snappier desktop performance, lower input latency, and noticeably better game frame times compared to a stock Linux install. If you're the kind of person who obsesses over getting extra FPS, CachyOS will feel right at home. It also gives you access to the AUR, the Arch User Repository, which is essentially the largest software library on Linux. If an app exists on Linux, it's almost certainly on the AUR. That's a huge deal for Windows users who are used to having access to everything. The trade-off is real though. Because CachyOS is Arch-based and stays on the bleeding edge, things can occasionally break after updates. It's not a daily concern, but it's worth noting going in. I recommend it to someone who's curious, willing to learn, and wants to get the most out of their hardware from day one, not someone who just wants their computer to stay out of the way. If I had to personally pick from these 3, I'd go with Nobara. For me, it hits that Goldilocks sweet spot: solid gaming performance, easy to use, up to date, and stable enough that I'm not constantly fixing things. I rarely need the terminal for everyday tasks, which honestly surprised me coming from other distros. I still like learning some terminal commands, but that is optional starting out. But whichever of these 3 fits your needs, the familiarity of Zorin, the gaming focus of Nobara, or the raw performance of CachyOS, you really can't go wrong. One honorable mention If you're a complete beginner and even Zorin feels like a stretch, Linux Mint is worth a look. It's extremely approachable, though in my experience, I ran into some hiccups that I didn't encounter on other distros. The best way to find your fit is to try before you commit. Any of these distros can be tested in a virtual machine or a live environment without touching your current setup. Take them for a spin and see what clicks. I'm JustSomeTechie. Catch you on the next one. See you then.